This one.
In East Africa, expansive drylands dominate the landscape, primarily utilized for livestock production. These areas are known for seasonal hard mobility, as pastoralists constantly track for pasture and water. Approximately 90% of the populations living in these drylands are pastoralists. The IGAD region hosts 160.28 million cattle, 308.78 million sheep and goats, and 19.2 million camels. This translates to 43% of the cattle in Africa, 34% of the sheep and goats in Africa, and 56% of the camels in Africa. Livestock sector contributes 10% to 50% of the individual country agricultural GDP in the IGAD region.
It's for the first time to partner with research and universities to focus on applied research. We see a multiple objective being achieved through this project. Number one is there is a capacity building for universities in our region, particularly because they have partnered with European universities through this project. Dryland is affected by both food security and nutrition security. This research is looking at how households can enhance nutrition security by doing small things on land. And the second aspect is to look at what the dry land can give if we give back to the land. It means if we take care of the land, if we put some effort, what are the amount of resources that can come out in dry lands, so that this issue of food security and nutrition security will be resolved through efforts of multiple actors, not only government, not only development actors, but the communities themselves.
IGAD Center for Pastoral Areas and Livestock Development, in partnership with the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, Makerere University, University of Nairobi, and World Agroforestry, initiated the Drylands Transform (DT) research project in East Africa's drylands. This collaborative initiative focuses on addressing challenges including climate change, food insecurity, land degradation, ecosystem deterioration, and institutional weaknesses in the districts of Napak and Moroto in Uganda.
I am here representing the Dryland Transform project, which was an initiative of trying to see how these dryland areas can be transformed for improved livelihoods of the people. And in one of the things and one of the objectives we are doing, we have the idea of livestock cafe. In the livestock cafe, it is a learning hub where certain technologies that have been used for livestock improvement and range improvement can be demonstrated, and people learn from there and can also practice them on their area. So in a nutshell, it's a demonstration site.
To observe and document the progress of the Drylands Transform DT research project, a team organized a follow-up stakeholders engagement field visit. The team visited the Dryland Transform livestock cafes, which serve as knowledge-sharing hubs. These cafes are located in the Karamoja cluster, where scientists collaborate with local communities to develop sustainable rangeland restoration and management options.
Mamanya menet aichio to ne tubare tika ya chi rokom ke ngara gno ti mana gwarengena e polo ndo ga ka mojina en wodi bogi tewu da amara amari ke kuriya ya rama bo na bo yeno na to pata tan wo na bogi ke ta ke vetan amana ga ni chem do grupo logo amana ga no wo eringa ba woni lo pedan ke chamu ya ke tare ba mo ne ti mana ga to lo boda na pi ke jane ta ti ke jarda ni si amari ya ke ni lo ara ke ju ga ngade ni ta ti ke jini tan ke vela ke vele bono nge polo gindo ke ja mara ta la khariti aku eke yo chane ke vela nga tonga luere mo dul tarang.
During the field visit, the team focused on 3 major intervention options. 1. Kitchen gardens for integration of crop farming into livestock keeping for improved food security and nutrition at household level.
Raunera kamara ngakro kawaja. Idia una tamara panaya di yetere. Kotere awaji wa maga. Mame bitolo lo tonga beru kama. Kawaja pakanga dai. Nyare yang moya kwa. Tata da ngachok. Tata da lode. Emogo. Ekide. Longole. Kalau bodo chi. Kamara telara amaroge. Ara ka teni kinta anta yepitolo atare da kana akira ka kiru ya ngoporo ba kiru ngona ta gine reda nkinyo luku atake na tokata ni.
Technologies for rehabilitating degraded rangelands. In Karamoja, this involved using animal manure and oversowing existing pastures with selected grass and legume forage seeds in a community experimental plot. Practical demonstrations and community participation were essential aspects of this intervention. Fodder crop production and forage conservation techniques, such as hay making. The goal was to teach pastoralists how to conserve excess pasture growth during the rainy season, ensuring improved livestock feed availability during the dry seasons. Unfortunately, the area is currently facing severe drought, which has had a significant impact on pastures and crops. The early season of rain showers in April 2023 were insufficient to support the establishment and growth of crops and pastures.
Actually, the place is affected by drought and also insecurity. And you know, when we get the place, you see the dam, this small dam here, it's called Nabokor. And now for 2 years, it has never gotten any water. Now it is really dry.
Since 2022, pastoral communities in Rupa sub-county in Moroto have been dealing with insecurity issues, forcing them to abandon their homesteads and seek refuge in safer areas near Moroto town.
Alakarnoy members, nkarora longora juel ya kamaripos. Rangi chalule yana ngakro ka wente ka wada. Batik nyarangi da wadando na lala no lakini rachang kokala ka ba timalogo lo yoba ko tido akiyamria mang memba ki gitar ku timu da kana tokna jakatare da la lo ketala karino ya tamarki ya uto da dang andre jakatinga kro anta ka bubita ka ya ngacha manelo di because etani are polo ginda sa bakaun.
The purpose of this visit was to build upon last year's project story and capture the ongoing research work happening in the livestock cafes and experimental plot sites.
After realizing the problem we got with our livestock cafe, they requested and they brought an idea of bringing the kitchen garden near the homestead where they are staying. and they requested Luce to surrender this land to them so that we can have a kitchen garden for the whole of this group. This kitchen garden is for the people here. They are already even started getting the vegetables out of it, and it's for their own use here. They worked here, they're protecting it. The vegetables which will come from here will be used for the homestead, which is around this Manyata here.
The information collected will be disseminated through IGAD's digital platforms, allowing for wider sharing and learning.